The first-degree murder trial of Adam Fravel is now in the hands of a Blue Earth County jury. They're deciding whether he's guilty of killing Winona, mother of two, Madeline Kingsbury. The prosecution and defense finished closing arguments this afternoon. Right now, family members of both Kingsbury and Fravel are in Mankato waiting for the jury's verdict. That's where we also find KIMT News 30's Brandon Cote. He's been listening in on these closing arguments. Brandon, how did the state and defense summarize their cases?
Well, Jess, let's start off with the prosecution. So the focus for the prosecution was trying to convince the jury that he is capable of committing this crime based on his alleged domestic abuse with Kingsbury. Now, the state has based that argument off testimony given by family members and friends of Kingsbury. On the stand, witnesses gave descriptions of blood blisters and reddish marks they noticed on Kingsbury's neck while she was still alive. When it was Fravel's defense team's turn to speak, his lawyers simply focused on the lack of evidence and poor handling of the case, which they argue means the jury can't find Fravel guilty without reasonable doubt. Lawyers also mentioned that witness testimony from friends who took the stand for the prosecution, including seeing injuries from domestic violence, each sounded very similar. Prosecutors offered a rebuttal to the statement indicating a lack of evidence, saying there were no signs the former couple's home was broken into or any future sightings of Kingsbury after she entered the home on the morning of March 31st of last year. So Fravel was the only person with the motive and means and opportunity. The jury has been delivering since about 2:30 today, and for the Kingsbury and Fravel family, they are both inside the courtroom for the first time as not testifying or being any witnesses to take the stand. And so when both families came out of the Blue Earth County Center doors right there, we did ask if they wanted to speak, but they declined to talk to us. Live in Mankato, Brandon Cote, KIMT News 3.
Yeah, Brandon, I know that Kingsbury's family has previously asked for privacy, so it is along those lines.
Yeah.
And have you seen any interaction between the two families?
Jess, I have not. Inside the courtroom, they were sitting on opposite sides, and then when they came out of here, the Fravel family came out first, and then a few minutes later, the Kingsbury family came out, so I have not seen any interactions like that.
An incredibly difficult situation there. Thank you so much, Brandon. The Blue Earth County judge has given the jury until 9:30 tonight to deliberate. If a verdict isn't reached, all members will be sequestered until deliberations begin again tomorrow morning.